Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you guys doing today? Another video. Let me clap for myself. Anyways, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Busayo, but you can call me Busa. And I film about my life here in Canada, how you can come to Canada as a student, and sometimes I do vlogs. A mix of everything you get. If you feel like this is something you'll be interested in, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on post notification. If you're a returning subscriber, clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Thank you so much for the support so far. And yes, let's get into today's video. First of all, before we get into today's video, you people are making me feel special. You people are saying, welcome back, we miss you. I'm like, mad though. That's how I was. So just thank you so much. Like, I was so shocked when people were telling me they miss me. I was like, these people, they don't even know me for me, you get. And you guys miss me, but thank you so much for the love. I feel special. We cannot lie. So thank you so much. Okay, fine. Let's get into today's video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can apply to schools here in Canada. For me, right, when I was coming, what I majorly did was just to speak to people, like people that I knew that were also applying to come here. I was asking them, oh, what schools are you going to, or what school are you applying to? Why are you applying to this school? People that I knew that were already here, I was also asking them, oh, do you like it in this school that you're in? I'm thinking of applying. So if we are just jumping straight into the video, the first tip in finding a school that you want to come to in Canada will be to speak to people, use word of mouth. 1 second, let me adjust. Ask them, oh, why are you coming to this school? Why are you going to this school? How can I apply to this school? Just asking people about their own universities, or asking your friends that, oh, which school are you applying to, and all of that. That would be a good way to find schools to study here. However, there's something I'm going to say is that whenever you're picking a school, you need to know what's the course content, which kind of course are they doing in this school. Is it more accelerated learning, whereby you are doing everything within 8 months and then the remaining time is for you to work, or is it like a course-based work whereby every semester you have courses and all of that, or is it majorly thesis focused? I'm still going to put like some of these tips in the description box. Most of everything I'm going to say will probably be in the description box. Another way to find the school you want to go to is to say, okay, which province has the highest wage rate for this particular course I want to study. Let's say, for example, you want to study addiction and counseling, right? You want to look at which province in Canada is going to pay the highest if I do study when I graduate from university and I want to practice within the addiction and counseling sector, you get. So you can pick based on wage rate. That's if you're coming with a focus of making money, which I feel like everybody should come with, right? Like that, you can then streamline it and say, okay, I want to study this particular course because they pay well, and I'm going to pick this particular province because this is the province that pays the highest when I go and study this course. I wish I knew this, or like that's the way I would have done my own too when I was coming, but I did not know this. I just realized that, oh wow, so the government of Canada provides that information for you to just sort through, and it's very easy, and I'm going to show like a brief description here. Guys, it's very early in the morning, but let's do this, okay? Okay, let's say, for example, you are looking at an occupation like addiction counseling, right? You can then go through, okay, what are all the regions in Canada and which one is paying the highest? Now, if you look through the entire Canada, right, for this kind of program that you want to go and study, and then you eventually have to look for a job, the highest you can get, in terms of mean, like the mean number is 44 and the median is 28. But if you scroll through the different provinces, you see like the likes of Quebec pays a lot for the for people that are working in this field, and I think Ottawa is even the highest, which is about 50 something. In the highest range is like $55, and the lowest range is like $17 or $18. So like that, you can know that, okay, I want to go study in Ottawa because they pay well for this course I'm doing, or I want to go and study in Quebec because they pay well for this course that I'm going to study. So you don't want a situation whereby you studied in one province, then you now have to relocate yourself to another province just because that's where your own that's where job opportunities are for you. You get. So yeah, that's that one. Now, the third way would be if there's a province you like in particular. Let's say, for example, you're like, I want to go to Ontario. you can then streamline it and say, okay, what are the universities in Ontario that I want, or what are the universities or what are the colleges that they have in Ontario? Then you now start picking the school you want to go to. So this one will really work for someone that already has a province in mind that they want to go to, maybe because they have family there or they have friends there or a lot of people they know are in that kind of province. So you can look and say, okay, fine. I like Ontario very well, right? Let me look at all the universities and the colleges that are in Ontario. And I personally feel like using this on the Government of Canada's website is way better than going to search on it on Google, do you get, and trying to look for it. If that's the route, I'm going to show you a brief description of how you can do it now. Okay guys, so another way I mentioned was to look through the provinces you're already interested in and then okay, what are the universities they have in this province? So for example, looking at this one, we can decide and say, okay, I want to know the schools or the universities that speak English or they teach in English, right? You select English. The institution type are the ones that are university. I'm more interested in university than colleges. For location, I want the one in Ontario. And you click on search and a list of schools in Ontario comes out. From there, you can start streamlining the schools you're interested in and saying, okay, I want this one. Okay, this one doesn't have my course and all of that, so I'll go for the next one. So I feel like in the thousands of schools that we have in Canada, this is the best way to just finally get the one you're really, really interested in. So yeah, I personally feel like these are the main three ways that you can find schools here if you're in Canada or if you're looking to come to Canada. And the beautiful thing is that you can then switch these filters and say, oh, is masters I want to go for, or is a graduate certificate program I want to go for, or is a diploma program I want to go for, and then tweak all these filters to find schools that offer this kind of programs. Do you get? So yeah, I feel like that is the first step in this series that would help you in picking the right school you want to go to, and yes, and just making that journey or that process smooth for you. So like I mentioned, the three processes you can go through are: number one, speaking to someone to ask them, oh, which school did you apply to and why did you apply to this school? And yes, and just finding common interest there. And the second one can be through looking at the wage rates in all the provinces and saying, oh, I'm going to go to this province because they pay much for the course I want to study. So why don't I just go there? And the third can be looking at the province that you like in particular and saying, okay, I like this province, then let me look at universities here. Let me see people that are offering graduate certificates in this kind of course and all of that. So yeah, that's the end of this video. It's a very short and straight to the point video. I've been wanting to make this since I realized that, oh my God, there's something like this. So yeah, I'm happy that I've gotten it out there to the world. You have the information to use now, and go and start searching for schools, because you know what, applications are opened now and they'll be closing February 1st. So I feel like this is a good time to start applying and start, like, if you want to do anything, because I've heard that IRCC is taking a long time, especially for international students, right? So now is a good time to apply, to look for those schools if you don't even have any school in mind and you're planning on traveling next year. I feel like now is a good time to start applying, start shooting your applications, start looking at the schools that you like. And yes, the giveaway video that I posted, if you are still interested, it is still open, but it's going to be closed in the next 2 weeks. So please, if you're interested, fill the form on that video. The form is in the description box. Fill the form, and yes. Okay then, bye guys, see you next time.